What is going on, guys? It's NoodleHouse here, and we are back on Chaos Child. Apologies for the previous episode of this series having weird audio where the game itself is louder than myself. That's down to the annoying thing where I had to I basically replaced my SSD, had to reinstall the software, and I forgot that changes every single thing that I've had set up to fix that type of thing all the way through. So previously, it exported my audio in terms of like my voice, my wonderful voice, and the game audio separately. Whereas just put it all into one, so I couldn't change that. So my apologies for that, but let's continue. In the end, we cancelled the club meeting, and Kuruzu went to the student council to finish up her work. She was still pale. We all got ready to go, but for some reason, no one actually left. Serika and Aramura were paging through magazines. Kazuki was still silently playing ESO2. Ito and I were thinking about the case and glancing occasionally at the map on the wall. There was a new sticky memo on the map. While I was trying to decide if we should add it, Kuruzu had written it down and copied it herself. Her normally beautiful handwriting was a little unsteady. She'd probably been shaking as she wrote it. Senri Minamisawa, huh? Yeah. The girl on the ID card photos does look a lot like the one Aramura described for that sketch. Aramura looked up from a magazine. She was staring at me. She didn't say it aloud, but it was obvious that she was trying to tell me that she thought so, too. I thought back to when we were attacked by the pyrokinetic. She was a lot older, but if the girl on the ID card grew up, she might look like that, yeah. Then she was the one who attacked us, but that can't be. If only we had some more solid information. Maybe that girl knows something. That girl? Yeah. I hesitated for a moment, but then realised that we weren't getting anywhere as things stood. So I held out my hand towards Ito. Let me borrow your phone for a second. You still don't have a new one? I'll get one soon, thanks. I took the phone from Ito and dialed the number. After a few rings, I heard a voice I knew well. It was a gruff voice that I'd heard almost every day lately. Hello, this is Albert Clinic. Hello, Dad, it's me. Oh, Takuru, what is it? It's about Yamazoe. What is she doing right now? Oh, I'm giving her an IV in the exam room. She looks a little malnourished. Like you said, she was probably in a really bad environment. Can I talk to her on the phone? Oh, fuck it. Skipped it. She's not asleep or something. I keep getting farther away from the phone. Second later, I heard a loud, high-pitched girl's voice. Hi! Hey, Brother Takuru, look who's getting treatment right now. You can't bother her. Your yelling is probably bothering her worse than I would. Right? Huh? You have probably been so worried about Yamazoe that she'd raced home after school. It was great to see her being such a good friend, but right now is a huge nuisance. Let me talk to Yamazoe, it's important. You can't wait? This is a secret, okay? I don't want Kuruzu to find out, so don't tell anybody, okay? There was silence on the line for a moment, she thought. But eventually, she reluctantly agreed. Okay. Just hold on a second. Oh god, that was weird for my voice. My voice cracked halfway through that. Since it was just me, she probably didn't feel the need to hit the whole button. I could hear doors opening and closing as she went to the exam room. There was some whispering, and then I heard another girl's voice. Hello? Hey, sorry to bother you. You're not feeling well. I'm fine. I said I was okay, but Dr. Sakuma and you were worried about me. I see. I was relieved to hear that she wasn't in bad shape. What I was about to ask might be bad for her mentally. Hey, do you know a girl named Senri Minamisawa? I'm sorry? Senri Minamisawa. According to the record, she went to the same facility you did until the Shibuya earthquake. She would have been, that was 6 years ago, so maybe around 12? Senri Minamisawa. That's right. Is there anything you remember about her, no matter how small? Minamisawa. She seems to be trying her best to remember. I saw that the rest of the newspaper club, not just Ito but Serika, Aramura and Kazuki as well, were staring at me and trying to hear the conversation. Yamazoe thought a little more before she spoke. I never met or talked to her directly, but... But? I saw her going into the treatment room several times. I said her treatment was more painful than mine, so the doctors told me I had to work hard too. I remember the experiments I'd seen as a little kid, and the tiny girl crying for help, and I shivered. Bahuki had it far worse than I did. She had actually been exposed to the same torture that Senri Minamisawa was. I'm sorry to make you remember something so horrible. No, I never thought it was horrible. I see. Is there anything else you remember? Alright, Minamisawa had her leg, I think. Her leg? Yes. When I saw her, she was always dragging one leg. The doctors would always help her into the treatment room. Dragging one leg. So I was sure she was getting treatment for her leg. Dragging her leg? Wasn't that the same thing the pyrokinetic was doing? Miyashiro? No, sorry. If I need anything else, I'll ask. Thanks. Alright, I'll give the phone back to Yui. Just hang up. She's being annoying. Anyway, see you later. Hey, I heard that. What do you mean annoying? I love that. I've done that to my family before. I hung up the phone before she could finish, and handed it back to Ito. Then I looked at the map again. I saw the two notes that Kuruzo had written in a trembling hand. Pyrokinetic found. The woman had Senri's ID card. Pyrokinetic / killer might be Senri. Is that woman really Senri Minamisawa? But she's dead, right? Her name's in the memorial, like the vice president said. Yeah, but the data we saw underground said she was missing. And that's... Yeah, just like Shinjo had said. It was more that meant... I was sure that meant she was dead. Kuruzo had said so too. But what if the data was right, she'd only gone missing? What do you mean? Serika was looking between me and the map in confusion. Don't you remember Onoe? AH Tokyo General was one of the main relief centers during the earthquake. They would have had many numbers of ways to share her data. But that's kind of strange. If her name's in the memorial, that means there's some hospital somewhere, or maybe the police officially declared her dead. Right? That's a pretty large-scale operation. They wouldn't miss it if one of their test subjects was dead. They wouldn't write missing, yeah. Ito crossed his arms in thought. Which means the name on the memorial was a mistake, or a deliberate lie? That's probably what Shinjo suspects, that Senri Minamisawa is alive, and that she's after us. The red sun was about to sink below the buildings on the horizon. I looked out the window and saw the sunlight had illuminated the clouds and formed a brilliant twilight. But soon it would disappear, and the cold night would come. But if Senri Minamisawa is the killer, why would she attack you? I don't know. Maybe she hates psychics for some reason, and just happened to find me. If that's the case, then what's the point of recreating the new generation madness? Of course, if there's some kind of message encoded in the killings, that's a different matter. Some kind of message. Back then, when Senri Minamisawa begged for me to help, I'd left her there. I was just a kid. What could I do? No matter how much I told myself that, she probably wouldn't agree. She thought I was the ray of hope, and I left her there and ran. It wouldn't surprise me if the memories of that turned into hatred and rage that she would never forget. And after she was set free during the Shibuya earthquake, she attacked me. Suddenly I remembered the time when she'd attacked me. The smile on her face had chilled me to the bone. And this is what she said. Could it be revenge? Was this the whole thing Senri Minamisawa's way of getting revenge on me? Damn it, that's impossible. I realised what I was thinking, and snapped my hands against my cheeks to drive the thought away from my mind. Really? 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 Yep, just leave it to me.
Yeah, isn't that great, Uki? But you can stay here, he says.
After we got back, Kurizu and I were met with some good news.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. I told you, you need to be so polite.
Shinjo came here on the afternoon, and that's where we worked out. There were several reasons. First, Frisia couldn't keep her anymore, but due to her power, it'd be difficult to give her to a normal orphanage. Second, Shinjo was taking a different route than the other officers in this case, so he said he couldn't give her to a police facility. And the most important thing of all was that this was what Uki wanted. Having her old friend Yui here seemed to be helping her a lot. That's great, Uki.
Yes.
She blushed a little and nodded.
Thanks, Dad.
Don't worry, I'm actually glad to have her. Unlike a certain someone, she's very nice and does a good job with the chores. When she's feeling a bit better, she says she's going to help me around the clinic too.
Dad, can I assume the last one was directed at me?
Yui pouted, but Dad just laughed and ran his hands through her hair. Where should we put her? We don't have any spare rooms right now.
You want to see with me, right?
We can't do that. What about Yuto?
Who cares? I don't mind, do you?
See? He does mind, so no. Then what about my room?
No way, brother Takuru, you're such a pervert.
There's no way that's a good idea. No, that's not what I meant. Once this case was settled, I intended to leave. So I could sleep in the dining room or something, and she could have my room. But Kurizu seems to know exactly what I was thinking, and she poked me in the stomach. What? I'm not letting you just leave us again. The deal was I'd only stay here until the case was resolved, right? That's true, but I've told you a bunch of times that I don't think you got any business living on your own. Dad suddenly slapped his hands together. Oh, I know, we do have a spare room. Huh? You know, we had that room we used when the nurses do overnight shifts.
Oh, we used to have a storage room now, though.
But that room gets a lot of sun, and the main thing is a waste to use it as a closet. Then you should have cleaned it out earlier. Kurizu sighed and turned to me. We can clean it out tomorrow. Help me with it, okay?
Okay.
Yuto answered cheerfully. But what do we do for tonight? Yui can't stay with Uki, and Yui can stay with Dad? Does that work?
Yeah. Okay, I'll go for I'm ready. Yui, can you help me?
Okay.
I can do it myself, Mom.
It's fine.
Don't burn easier, right? So stop being so polite. Yes, ma'am. And stop saying ma'am. Just don't normally try it, okay? Okay, but I'm gonna help too. Yeah, then let's both.
Oh, wait a second. I stopped Uki before Yui and could take her out of the room.
What's wrong, brother Takuru?
Yamazoe? I talked to Shinjo, but I wanted to ask you one more time.
I'm sorry?
You really don't know where my smartphone is, do you?
Smartphone? You know, that one of these.
You took out a phone and showed it to Yuki. When she saw it, she finally seemed to remember.
Oh, the telephone that Shinjo showed me. I put it back where it fell.
Do you know who picked it up?
I don't, I'm sorry.
I see. So it's just Shinjo had said, after all. And who had my phone, and the picture inside it? And how had they been able to call Ito's phone?
Brother Takuru, can we go now? Are you done talking?
Yeah.
Let's get stuff ready to bed then, Dad. I can use the stuff from the clinic, right?
Yeah. We just hung out to dry, so there should be ones we haven't used yet. And there's a sheets.
I know that. Oh, right. Uki, do you want to take a bath together? Huh? Yes, ma'am. I told you to stop that. Okay. You know that's take one with us, okay?
I know that. Yui's really excited. Yeah, but I can understand. It's nice having friends. Yuta and Yuta out of the room. Are you okay, Kurusu? Why? You know, food expenses and stuff. We've got another person to take care of now. We'll be fine. Uki said she's going to help around the house so that should get easier. As for food expenses, as long as Dad works hard. Yeah, leave it to me. I'm going to hit the bathroom. Dad quickly ran out of the room to escape Kurusu's gaze. That man. She chuckled, but there was a kindness in her laugh. How's Miyashiro? Completely awakened. Shall I do it? More. More? Yes, more. More suffering, more regrets, the pain of the abandoned. And for that, more. As you wish. Interesting. I'm getting the episode here. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like in the section below. And if you want to see more of this, do subscribe to the channel as I upload every day. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.